Hello and welcome to our fall show for the Vessel Online. I'm Erin Cheney.
And I'm Tyler Blackburn. Over the last semester, our Vessel reporters have been working on stories about campus events, and some even created promotional videos advertising USF athletic programs.
And our reporting team has also produced tutorial videos for the amazing new one-button studio in the Mears Library. We will take a look at those how-to videos a little later in the program.
In 2020, USF's production of Singing in the Rain was canceled due to COVID-19. Instead, USF's theater department held an event called Playdate, which involved the theater department performing dramatic readings of scripts written by USF students. This semester, students of Dr. Brenda Paulson's playwriting class tried to build upon that idea. Tyler Hill has the story.
So first of all, is there a collective interest in doing a murder mystery?
The creative process is a difficult one. That is exactly what the students of Dr. Brenda Paulson's playwriting class are learning. This semester, they need to write a play or series of plays from scratch. And with 15 students in the class, there is no shortage of ideas.
What if tornadoes went on strike?
I think we're right where we need to be with the creative process. I think there was great conversation on our first session. Are there any other ideas? I think we need to have a collection of ideas. It's just fun to see the creative explosions happening in these brains, and I'm looking forward to seeing if something comes from that exercise or will it propel students into even taking greater risks as we think about and talk about the spring show.
Like if we have them all separate but try to include them, I wonder if that might feel too forced, like you're trying to make these connect but really in reality they don't too much.
Which I'm excited about because there's much more creativity in this process than just me alone with Joe Obermuller deciding what should go up.
The hope is that these plays will be written by the end of this semester and will be turned into full-scale productions by the students of Joe Obermuller's directing class next semester. Be on the lookout in spring of 2022 for these student works. For the Vessel Online, I'm Tyler Hill.
They're creepy and they're kooky, mysterious and spooky. They're all together ooky. The Addams family came to visit USF this Halloween. Kale Ingakis and I have the story.
After 2 months of hard work, the USF Theater Department put on the Addams Family Musical. A hilarious musical comedy, the show followed Gomez Addams, played by Tristan Taylor, as he tries to keep one little secret away from his wife, Morticia, played here by Mo Plasto. That tiny secret? His eldest child, Wednesday Addams, portrayed by Paris Whalen, wants to get married to outsider Lucas Beinecke, played by Ben Walmuth. Premiering on October 27th and running until October 30th, the Meredith Theater was filled with many songs and laughs as the Addams family's odd way of living was shown on full force. As odd as the Addams, so too was the lead-up to the show dates. Having 2 less weeks than usual to have the show ready for the Halloween season, and being the only musical produced since COVID-19 canceled the plans to do Singing in the Rain last spring, the actors, actresses, and crew members had to put their noses to the grindstone to live up to expectations. Rayleigh Voss, who portrayed the lovable, if not a bit kooky Grandma Addams, explained how she managed to get into and stay in character despite the circumstances she faced.
Honestly, I just thought of the craziest old woman that I could think of, and I said, yeah, sounds about right, but add a little more insanity to it.
Looking to the future, the USF Theater Department plans to continue making art, with plans to produce the mystery-driven, curious incident of the dog in the nighttime in the spring semester. With the Vessel Online, this is Kale Ingelkiss, signing off.
Latte art has become a popular trend on social media. One local business plans to capitalize on its popularity while also making it fun for both their customers and their employees. For more, Erica Sunday has the story.
The breaks used to be closed on Sundays, but Mercedes, one of the baristas, came up with a great plan to let their customers know to come on in.
So me and my coworker Jay would work most Sundays together, and we were like, man, like we need to do like something fun to like pass the time. And honestly, just I don't know, it was kind of more like we were like, well, working on latte art is always like a fun thing for all baristas, and that's a fun, nice way to like challenge ourselves and also get our customers and like the community involved by putting it on Instagram. All right, we'll just pour some art, post it on Instagram, and let the people vote. And it just made Sundays kind of special. That's it. I don't know.
Owner Mary Campbell couldn't agree more.
We started doing these throwdowns on Sundays, and I love it.
Would you want me to record like the whole thing? Just like the steaming and pouring part. Okay. And then we'll take a little picture someday.
Be sure to check out the breaks on Instagram, and you can see their Latte Art Showdown that they post each Sunday. For the Vessel Online, I'm Erica.
The career fair was held in the Mears Library on the University of Sioux Falls campus by Jessica Carlson. Here's Marco with the story.
On October 28th, the career fair was held in the Mears Library on the University of Sioux Falls campus, hosted by Jessica Carlson.
USF Career and Internship Fair has been held for the past 4 years. Last year we did have to do a fair virtually due to circumstances caused by the COVID-19 pandemic, but students and employers were still able to connect with one another virtually via MS Teams. But we are definitely excited to be able to allow students and employers to connect with one another in person again this year. To help students find out about internship and post-graduation career opportunities and make sure that our students are meeting the deadlines for applying for these types of opportunities. So it really gives students and employers an opportunity to meet face-to-face and to be able to learn more about the opportunities that exist right here in our community. So I think one of the funnest things and most beneficial things in my perspective is being able to see when a student makes a connection with an employer at this event, and then when that student gets the opportunity to have an internship or a future career with that employer down the road, and knowing that they were able to make that first connection with one another right here on USF's campus.
I'm Jack Ung. I am a business minor with a mathematics major. I am pursuing a master in management or finance, depending on what road I'm taking. And today, I came here just for experience. I see all these vendors and real estate insurance came in. So I was like, you know what? It won't be too bad just to talk to them and understand what their values and cultures are. And I didn't regret it. I came in with a passion of, not knowing much, but I gained so much info out of it. As of now, I am just very driven and feel confident of what I'm doing. And the most fun part I had about coming in today is putting on my suit and just talking to the people all around.
This fall semester in media production, several students were tasked to produce corporate videos. Take a look at this recruiting video for the USF baseball team, created by Alex Kraut and myself.
Center, he takes off from second, throws there, and they got him!
Joining us in the studio are athletes Terrell Connor and Marco Kudrow.
Thanks, guys, for joining us.
Thanks, Aaron. I'm Terrell Connor, a senior here at USF and a member of the USF football team. Today I'm joined by Marco Kudrow, also a senior here and a member of the basketball team. Thank you for joining me.
It's my pleasure.
So Marco, tell us about your experience about getting recruited, and how did those recruitment videos help play into it?
So the biggest part about my recruiting here at USF through video was through film and everything that the coaches had put together. We didn't actually have a promo video for basketball at the time, but after my first year here at USF, Isaac Schubert shot a video of us, and it was actually really good. And it definitely did help with bringing me here and just gave me a good idea of how the program looked and the energy that the team had and everything. So I thought it was a really good idea.
Nice. For my experience, we had as you said, film, which a highlight tape, and we didn't have the recruitment promotion video as well. And then the following year, as you said, Isaac Schubert made us a promotion video, which helped our recruitment and helped us get bigger classes and better players overall. Let's take a look at some of the recruitment videos made by USF students. First up, we have one made for the women's basketball team, made by Anna Breck.
The University of Sioux Falls women's basketball team experienced many challenges last year, and they're excited to get back to a full season this year. Danielle Schaub is a graduate transfer from Concordia St. Paul and has enjoyed the transition to USF with less restrictions this year within the athletic programs.
So we started off the season 0-2, and I think we learned a lot from those games. You learned so much from a loss, especially against two very, very good teams. And then we actually came and are on a 2-game winning streak, and I think we've just put a lot of pieces to the puzzle together. We're still learning, we're very young, we have a lot of newcomers. So I think just putting everything together each day, practicing, getting better each day, has really helped us so far. So as a transfer, I didn't realize how hard it was going to be coming into a new team, new atmosphere. Everyone already knew each other. Just kind of being like the outskirt kind of was hard. But with this team, I only felt like that for maybe a couple days because everyone was so welcoming. I've met some of my best friends, and the coaches believe in me. They have given me confidence, and it's really just made me love the game of basketball again.
Rachel Erickson is in her second year of being the women's basketball assistant coach here at USF and was able to use last year as a learning experience to progress the team this year.
I think we're having a really good start to the season. We have had 4 games, and our first 2 were some pretty tough teams, and I think that really kind of set the tone for the season, knowing how tough our region and even our conference is. But we're coming off 2 wins and looking forward to tonight.
With lots of new talent this year, this team is looking forward to the season's progression.
This is an awesome group. I think they're doing a great job playing together and stuff. I love coaching them. Just the relationships that I'm able to build with them has really just made my job awesome. So excited for the rest of the season.
With videos like these, I can't see athletes wanting to go anywhere else. For more news, let's go back to Aaron and Tyler at the desk.
Thanks, guys. Last semester, USF's Thursday night worship was moved outside into Meredith Hall due to COVID-19 restrictions.
Campus residents are making every effort to keep our USF community safe, and the updated guidelines allow for more close-knit community events. Andrew Taylor has the story.
Thursday night worship is a tradition here at USF. COVID-19 temporarily restricted students' ability to worship as a close-knit community, but worship coordinators Austin Ludens and Rebecca Fisher expressed their excitement over campus efforts to start returning this weekly event to normal.
So this year we're implementing some new changes just with the way worship is run, structure-wise and things. First of all, it's really nice to be without most of the COVID restrictions or without masks again. We don't have to be socially distanced anymore.
We're all closer together. We're in a space that's more comfortable for worship, and the worship team themselves don't have to wear masks anymore. So we're actually able to lead with our expressions as well as our voices. And we've also been able to incorporate times of like group time, where if nobody has volunteered to give their testimony, we don't force a message. We give people a prompt, and then they're able to get into groups and talk about it and pray with each other. So that's been cool.
Austin and Rebecca want to create a structured system so worship night can continue to run smoothly when they're gone.
Something Becca and I are trying to do is add a little more structure to the way things are organized on the team.
We're trying to create a system that can go on even when we're gone.
So that way when we eventually leave, we're able to leave something for the next people after us.
Rebecca gives God credit for why Worship Night continues to thrive.
God has provided a lot of amazing volunteers and willing leaders. We've also got just the ability to be in this space has been awesome. It's not a common opportunity for us to just be able to sit in a room for an hour with our peers and just worship.
It's moving. Wait, I can push through because I have Christ.
Austin and Rebecca invite every student to join the community in worship.
Worship is held every Thursday night at 9 p.m., usually in Cooper's Cafe.
You're always welcome to come and worship with us. You don't even have to sing.
We may encourage you to step outside of your comfort zone,
But we can't force you to do anything you don't want to do. We can't force you to sing. We can't force you to raise your hands, and we're not going to force you to do those things.
but no one else is ever going to guilt or shame you or judge you for just worshiping the way you do. Even if you aren't a Christian, it's a great place. No one's going to judge you if you aren't, just to come and check it out and see what that atmosphere is like.
If you are looking for a way to dive deeper with your faith or just wrestle with it more, I would just go and find somebody to talk to it about.
Austin and Rebecca are grateful for every person that makes Worship Night happen.
And we're also just really grateful for all of the volunteers that we have this year, from setting up snack tables to setting up tech.
We have such a good tech team that come every single week and prep so much.
We're so grateful for everybody that takes time out of their busy schedule, because it takes a village to make a worship night happen.
I'm grateful for just all of the leadership that we have in that area. It takes a village to put this thing together, and we've got a village that loves to put these things together, and just the people at this campus being willing to open up their hearts to worship the way that we do is really cool. We worship as a community, acknowledging God as the bride. Like, we are the bride and He is the groom, and we come together as the bride and worship Him together because He is worthy of that praise.
Take what the enemy meant for evil, and you turn it for good. You turn it for good. You turn it around. You take what the enemy meant for evil. You turn it for good. You turn it for good.
For the Vessel Online, I'm Andrew Taylor.
I'm gonna see
The USF's track and field team's enthusiasm is at an all-time high. With returning athletes and even more new ones making up this year's team, they're ready to go for gold. For more, Dawson DeVito has the story.
The USF track team is no stranger to having solid athletes in their event groups, and the throwers are usually a good example. However, this year, the throwers appear to be much stronger than in previous seasons. Coach Alyssa Rausch, the throwers coach, describes the mentality that makes this group so different.
I'd say we have a group that likes to work hard and have fun, and has really embraced that when you work hard and put 100% in every day, that's when you kind of get the enjoyment out of it, because you know that you're doing everything you can to be successful.
It's not just a returning cast that makes the group so strong either. It's new faces, and one of these new faces is NDSU transfer Tyler Hyatt. Hyatt describes how well he meshes with the group so far.
For a simple answer is I feel like I'm already 100% part of the group. There's really no one that I think I clash with. Everyone just is a joy to be around. I can joke around with anyone. We can be serious when we need to be serious. It's been a really great time here at CFS.
The throwers will have their first competition on December 4th, and one thing's for sure, it's definitely going to be a fun season to watch. For the Vessel Online, I'm Dawson DeVito.
This fall, media studies students Parker and Sam created a promo for the university's student-led radio station. Here's a look at their promo.
morning. My name is Parker Brown and I'm the manager here at KCFS.
Oh, hi there. I'm Sam Martin. Glad you could join me today.
KCFS is a fully online radio station that is student-run and student-led as well through the USF Media Program.
I'm a media studies major with a focus on multimedia. I've had a lot of fun doing it. I've just played music that's just on my laptop. I've played just songs, I've played whole albums. I've just had a lot of fun.
I myself was in Radio Lab 2 years ago actually. It was a wonderful experience and it's one of the main reasons why I'm here as a radio manager today. One thing about the KCFS Radio Lab that I really like is that it gives students the creative freedom to experiment with whatever it is that they want to do, whether it be a podcast and you can record it, or a radio show like a talk show, or you can just DJ.
You can stream whatever you want, you can play whatever you want. It's really just a free form thing and it's nice to just have a lot of freedom with it.
I think that there's a lot of freedom in that, and I think that there's a lot of expression that can be had, and I think our students really enjoy it.
Do it. It's fun. Do it.
Media student Jamison Walco created a promo video this fall, giving viewers a close-up look at the media department and the work its students do. Here's that video.
Well, as we said at the top of the show, the Mears Library has gone high-tech. Director of Library Services, Annie Sternberg, secured a $50,000 grant from the South Dakota State Library System for two one-button studios. Staff, teachers, and students can record themselves on camera for all kinds of projects.
The studios are already very easy to use, and we have made them even easier. 3 teams of our television production producers have created 3 tutorial videos that explain how to make a video from start to finish.
Now that you're all ready to go, here's how to upload your presentation. Start by plugging in a USB on the top left side of the keyboard. Make sure your presentation is already downloaded onto the USB. Next, open up the drive on the computer and click your presentation. Then click Present. Now you'll have two screens, one you can look at while presenting and the other for timing. Next, plug in a separate USB provided by the library into the top right side of the panel. This is where your recorded video will be saved to. On the right monitor, a window will pop up. Here you can pick a background and select where you want your presentation to be on screen. Now it's time to present. Grab the clicker, which will allow you to flip through your presentation while recording. Click the red button on the floor and you're ready to record and present. When you've finished your presentation, click the button again to stop recording. Head back to the computer and unplug both USBs. Make sure you eject them properly. Leave the computers on, take everything with you, then you're good to go.
Thanks for tuning in to the Vessel Online. I'm Erin Cheney.
And I'm Tyler Blackburn. We hope to see you next semester.